Grocers in the North American market has really seen a significant impact from COVID.
The shift in consumer behavior has fundamentally stressed infrastructure and supply chains for both physical stores as well as for online.
A lot of our North American partners in grocery are seeing both increases in the store traffic in the order of 150 to 200%. One client of ours is seeing 700% increases of online over their best year ever. Grocers really are seeing and taking technologies that were on the roadmap but might have been 3 to 5 years out, and suddenly now have to prioritize that to even just to meet the expectations of their customers. Things like mobile checkout, things like click and collect and buy online, things like the digital slotting. They now have a much tighter roadmap to roll out some of these new and emerging features and experiences that customers are expecting. We're also seeing, as you think about the store footprint, a dramatic shift in the way that people think about the store. The research shows that customers are going to be looking more at being able to do curbside pickup. They're looking for locker technology so that they can quickly get in and out, as well as some of the self-service functionality where you can actually use your mobile phone to check out while you're in the aisle and walk directly out of the store with just a quick check at a computer. Within the store itself, grocers are really doing a lot to both protect their employees as well as to create the best possible experience for their customers, and of course, keep those customers as safe as possible.
Grocery retailers are responding by providing prioritized silver hours for high-risk shoppers in stores, and also prioritizing slots for online shopping for those people who are considered at risk or are having to self-isolate.
We're seeing things like new plexiglass screens being put up, the implementation of one-way aisles.
Grocery retailers need to work to protect their workforce, making sure that they have fewer people in their warehouses and making sure that there are zero contracts. They also need to make sure their digital infrastructure is more robust.
In the longer term, we're actually going to see more and more retailers start to think about changing their setup of the store and maybe even moving some of their stores or a portion of their stores to be what are called dark stores. A dark store is an employee-only store, and this solves a couple problems. It increases the capacity of slots so that you can do more delivery and you can do additional pickups, but it also helps keep your sales associates safer, and it helps create a faster experience for the customers that do want to come in and engage in that way. We're also seeing some exploration of hybrid dark and light stores. So you'll have a portion of, say, the produce section in the front. Customers can go in and touch and smell the fruit that they're accustomed to, but then on their way out, they're able to pick up some of the packaged goods that they had ordered beforehand. A lot of retailers are trying to understand what's the right combination of these types of formats that will drive their revenue and profit. Profit is one of the major challenges as well with grocery retailing right now. A lot of retailers are scaling to this new demand in their digital channels, essentially through brute force. They're hiring 150,000 employees, new employees to them to help with the picking process. The challenge with that is that it really is a forcing function that drives profitability down because you will have this large new cost and it becomes challenging to create the best possible experience. We're going to see a longer term strategy where you use a lot more technology, you get a lot smarter about the kind of stores that you need and building an experience that is even better for the customers.
We believe organizations need to look hard at their supply chains and their digital infrastructure and move to create more contingency to allow them to innovate much more rapidly in the propositions that they're taking to market. We believe that things like demand signaling, so that organizations can understand where the demand is coming for, in what categories, in which parts of their organization, so that they can respond to that and move product around more quickly, will be critical in the future.
How do I do grocery fulfillment in the digital age? Increasingly, that's going to become an important question. How do I long-term build that relationship with the customer and support my loyalty programs and support my brand most effectively now that people are starting in that digital channel to engage with grocery? As we think about the evolution of grocery in the digital age, one of the key foundational elements of that evolution is what we call the algorithmic retail. It starts with often very small steps towards customization and personalization on the digital channels. For example, knowing that I like organic milk, you might recommend organic milk as the first thing during a search for milk. Very basic example, but you understand you start that personalization journey through there. Then the second and third steps are so critical, where you start to use marketing channels and then ultimately using a technology like a customer data platform. Just start to anticipate a high value customer or a relatively low value customer. What type of messaging is most effective for reaching me and my family as we shop? And then what kind of specific offers can you use to actually trigger the behaviors that make sense for me and my family, as well as to drive the revenue direction that you're looking for as an organization. As grocers grow smarter about using this algorithmic data, they become able to use AI, start to use different models, what we call use cases, to more precisely identify business opportunities. Those opportunities are not just limited to external things and external engagement channels, the website or your mobile app. They start to actually focus inward as well. So for one client, we actually were able to create a routing tool that the sales associates use within the grocery store to actually increase efficiency by over 30%. For another client, we were actually able to look at trucking and logistic applications so that you're able to more efficiently route your grocery delivery trucks throughout the city and deliver more products to more people more quickly. These types of technologies enabled by a strong focus on data are part of this business transformation towards the algorithmic retail and is a huge part and opportunity for the future of grocery.
COVID-19 has accelerated the change that was always going to happen, bringing a sustained shift in consumer behavior to digital. This means organizations are going to invest in digital, not just as a channel, but as a mechanism for continuously innovating. They will create new propositions, greater value for consumers and their business, as well as a long-term, more robust, more agile industry for everyone.
This is a really challenging time, but also a time of tremendous opportunity for a lot of grocery clients. What used to be looked out across 5 years now has to be embraced today. And as Publicis Sapient, we're really purpose-built to help organizations transform for the digital age. We have the skills from management consulting to technology, to a deep understanding of data, as well as customer experience to help grocers develop and respond to the challenges of the COVID era.